I'm going to propose a question to you, Liam, and I do want you to think about it.
Okay, I will try.
Does CM Punk in TNA kinda suck? And I don't mean like, is he badly pushed? I mean, is he just kind of bad?
Okay, I will say this. I think his in-ring has been fine to good. I think his promos have kind of stunk.
Like, I would understand if you were TNA management and you were looking solely at CM Punk's output on this show. I'd almost be like, is Julio Tadero the guy in this tag team?
Yeah, a little bit. I know, I like the gathering tags. If Punk was getting singles stuff, then I think he would have had a better chance. I've been really disappointed with his character stuff. Like, the actual overarching story I think has been good, but I think his promos have kind of been a little iffy. I think it's just he's not meant for this.
Yeah, I'm not sure is it that he's not into it. I'm not sure is it that he doesn't really care about this story with Raven and the Gathering, and it's like a retreat of the stuff he's already done in Ring of Honor with Raven.
Also, the TNA stuff's probably just kind of a check for him.
Yeah.
Like, he's getting his big artistic stuff in Ring of Honor.
But I would have thought he would have been like, oh, this is my platform, you know, but if I'm ever going to make it on a national level, it's probably going to be with this company rather than, obviously he did make it on a national level with WWE in the end, but I don't think he would have expected to.
Well, I can tell you something that I learned in my through the years listening was that as Punk and Raven were wrapping up their stuff at this time in Ring of Honor, he was going through kind of like a mini crisis of, the crisis of faith is not the right term, but he was going like, so he's having his artistic vision sort of messed with there because he was getting jealous of Joe and Styles and stuff getting to work the big matches. He was kind of stuck doing the brawls with the Ravens and the Funks and stuff. So I think in general, he was kind of like, I want to go out there and be doing my big 30-minute epics and doing my big cool matches that are big nerd bait stuff. You know what I mean? I think, and if you could see that was his mindset in Ring of Honor, imagine his mindset here.
Yeah, so you think he's a little confidence shy at the moment?
I just think he's not doing the kind of thing he would like to be doing even in his more free expressive place, let alone the place where he has to take the most direction.
Yeah, where he's like, you have a 30-second promo where you give out about Raven abandoning you and you have a tag match against Laz.
Yeah, I think he's craving the work rate stuff and he hasn't been getting that chance in either place.
Yeah. It's just it's strange to watch CM Punk at TNA and just be like, you don't see anything. You know, if you watch this guy solely in this company, you'd never be like, oh, this is the guy. In the same way, like, if you watch one AJ match, you're like, oh, he's the guy.
Yeah, but I also think, you know, he hasn't been put in a position to have that opportunity either. Because he's just been doing multi-mans. That's all he's been doing is multi-man tags.
I still think if you're like a true great, though, it comes through. And it doesn't here, and it's weird that it doesn't. That, like, not only does it not come through, but like I think he's being overshadowed by his tag team partner, who's not as good as him.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like if we had like one Paul London CM Punk match, we'd have a different take.
But like even Paul London was a guy who only did like 6-minute matches, and even then in TNA you're like, you saw it, you know?
Yeah, but he was still the focus of those matches. He wasn't the sixth guy.
But was he really? He was literally the sixth guy. He was in like multi-mans most of the time.
No, but he still got those big singles matches.
But they were still like 5 minutes long.
Listen, I'm not having this CM Punk argument at 1:20 in the morning with you.
Damn right you are. That's where we are. We're being like, Punk kind of sucked in TNA. He did. I'm sorry.
I don't know. I don't think he was in an environment conducive to his talents.
I don't think his talents even remotely shone through, though. That's my thing. Like, again, the Paul London example is a great one because he was barely featured. He was on the show like 3 times, usually in multi-man.
But he's a performer that's going to be conducive to that environment. Like, he's going to thrive in those multi-man X Division stuff. And in Punk's credit, when he did get a chance to do the multi-man X Division stuff, I liked his stuff way more.
Yeah, but he was in a multi-man X Division match with Paul London. Paul London looked great, and he didn't.
I think he did.
Fine. Punk apologist over here.
This is just your follow-up from your Revolution take about how you hate everything CM Punk's ever done.
Excuse me, I liked pretty much everything CM Punk has done on All Elite Wrestling until he had a bad match at Revolution the crowd didn't give a shit about. Everyone was just too busy weeping over the Ring of Honor theme song to actually notice the match wasn't
chuck this in your third hour. Throw this in the third hour so no one hears it.
Oh dear. Yeah, but still, Punk, TNA. Yeah, like this will be a YouTube highlight, I'll have you know. People might hear it.
Make sure you put MJF in the tag. AEW in the tags.
You don't think I'm slapping a YouTube title of Did CM Punk Suck in TNA? You don't think I'm doing that?
Bracket, no. Close bracket.